Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back. It's Edge, and I know it's been a while since you guys heard my voice because I just stopped doing a bunch of talking in the beginning of videos because we upload montages now. But today I figured I'll do something a little bit different, and shout out to my man CapYT for this because he asked me to do an editing tutorial, and I'll have his channel right up on screen right here. And yeah, just go subscribe to him because he makes pretty good content as well. And anyways, I've been editing these montages for a while now, and I've had a lot of people just ask me to show them how I edit them. So I'm just not even gonna do too much talking. I'm gonna get into this. So first thing I do is I usually cut down the clip to the best part, and I make sure like it's not too long before the kill shows. So right in this clip, it's like 8 seconds before the kill shows. So I usually use like about 10 seconds of free building, and then the kill is like right after that 10 seconds. So I'm gonna show you guys this right here. Pretty cool clip right there, and I have about, as I said, 8 seconds of free building, 8 seconds and 8.20 seconds if you want to say that, but 8 seconds of free building. Then I go into the kill, right? But usually when I get kills in these montages, you guys can see that I use this weird effect, and it's like really cool. What I usually do is the first thing I come in and do is right at the part when the kill's about to happen. So usually when the free building stops and my character like gets ready to go get the kill and I start aiming at the character, that's when I usually press this button right here. So right where I want it to split, I'll put the this line thing right here, and then I'll just press the split button because I guess that works. And I'll then press slow. So yes, I do slow down the entire thing because you're never gonna know what you want slowed down and what you really don't. Well, that's just my personal preference. Then what I do is, you see this loud this like spike in, that's just the noise. That's like where it tells you where there's a lot of noise going on. The higher it is, that's pretty much how I know that that's usually the sound of the pump. And yeah, so now it's slowed right when I jump. Oh, and the pump sounds at the wrong place, but now it's slowed right when I jump. And you usually just wanna, so I'm basically doing a 360 in this clip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slow it down and let it do that 360. And now I'm just gonna clip it and speed it up. Oh, it's already clipped. So I press once again this little scissor button that's right here, and then you just wanna clip it to, now this is the part where you do need to learn where to clip it. So you usually want to clip it again right at the part where your character's like getting the kill. Like most people just skip way past. So why would, like, if you just look at the screen right here, most people skip way past, like they're like right here and it's like, wait, who did you kill? How did it even happen, right? And you don't want that to do that because it's not as dramatic as seeing your character like in the air, or just like right about to kill the character, and then like it speeds up for a second and it looks kind of like, almost, it's just weird and it looks cool. So you just don't want it to skip past the kill because it doesn't look good. But anyways, enough talking. I'm just gonna skip like right here because I think I just killed my opponent right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna skip like right here. And I have used this clip in a bunch of montages, by the way, and I'm basically just showing you guys how I edited it. Wait a minute, guys, I just realized, like a true nerd, I didn't even show you guys how to speed up the clip. So basically you come here, so let's say I wanted to speed this up, which I don't want to speed this up, but I'll just click on what I want to speed up, then click this little like I don't know, speed looking button. It looks like I can't even remember what you call those things that measure speed, but the thing you see in front of a car, like right under the steering wheel. But anyways, then you press fast, and I usually use about 8 because 8 is just really cool. And then 4 is just a bit, it doesn't move fast enough, but 8 moves pretty fast. And yeah, so I usually use 8. And yeah, that's what I did in that little piece where you saw me like press a bunch of buttons and then it, sped up. I have used this clip in a bunch of montages, by the way, and I'm basically just showing you guys how I edited it in those montages. Now, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna render this. Alright, so now that this is, oh shoot, I just tried to move that, you know what? And you'll find that when you're editing, you're gonna accidentally move stuff around. So just press this button right here, and it'll take it right back to where it was. Anyways, but so let's look at this. It slows down, and then boom, I kill the character, right? That looks pretty cool. I mean, my opponent. That looks pretty cool right there. But that's not all I do, as you guys can obviously see. So the next thing I do is once I bring it down here, the first thing I'm gonna do is, have you ever noticed that my pump never just sounds like that? I'll show you in a second. Oh, also, you always want to detach the audio for your pump, or you can just download a pump sound off of like somewhere, or screen record one, because honestly the mobile pump does not sound as good as the other ones. But I have these little sound effects in this corner right here by my cursor, and I'm just gonna import one of them, which is my favorite one, this one right here. Actually no, that's not my favorite one. I think it's this one that's my favorite one. Yeah, that's a pretty cool sound effect, right? And usually I just detach the audio because you don't want that video in there. That's just me screen recording the sound effect. But anyways, I'm gonna attach this audio, and just I'll show you guys how to line it up with the pump. So basically, to line it up, you can see like the loudest spike in the shotgun sound is like right here. So you want to just line this up to the loudest spike in the little swoosh sound effect, right? And I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit because you don't want it to be like really quiet, otherwise it's just not as dramatic. So here it is. Now you can hear like both the pump and that little, you know, swoosh boom sound effect. It's like together, so it makes a pretty cool effect. Now the next thing you want to do is the flash effect that I do, which is basically where the screen turns really bright for a few seconds, and then like it'll just start to die out. Now there's actually like a flash transition right here. Let me see. Yeah, right here, this flash transition, but it's honestly not that good. So what I did is I made my own flash transition, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So basically, right there on the kill, you want it to flash, right? So you clip the first about just not even a full second of slow-mo. So like right from about, do not clip, I repeat, do not clip the part where it's speeded up or sped up, because you just don't want to cut that part. It does not look good because it just moves really fast, and if you do happen to see it, then you'll be like, wow, that was kind of gross. Not literally gross, but okay. So what I do is I right click and I press this color correction right here, and once I click color correction, I'll go in and I'll adjust the light settings, and I'll just turn these stuff all the way up: shadows, highlights, whites, and then you just want to leave blacks where it is. And as you can see, the screen's already brighter. But then I go to color and turn up exposure just for that extra pop, because okay, so right now, looking at this frame, it's like, okay, what am I looking at? Why is it so bright? But you'll see in a second. So basically now it just turns bright right here. And now you don't want to just leave it like this and then it cuts out. That looks really bad. So what I do is I put a dissolve, and I'll usually favorite this transition because I use it every time I use this flash effect. But I use the dissolve transition, because it's not only a transition. Alright, now that I've done this, but straight up guys, this is pretty easy stuff, honestly. Filmora is not that hard, but at the same time, you gotta you just gotta be creative. So I'm just gonna play this. So as you can see right here, it like flashes for a second and then it goes down. Now I did make that a bit too long, like where it's bright, but as you can see, it's still basically just cuts in. And actually no, it doesn't, but I'll show you guys how to make it not just cut in. So what you want to do is like right after the speeding thing, like right after it does this little fast effect and comes down, and you can see that I'm killing the character right there. Now what you also don't want to do is you don't want to drown your video in effects, because it doesn't look as good. But the next thing I do is, you guys know that the screen starts to shake. when I get a kill in the montage. So I just go to these filters right here and I click on shake, and there's a few of them. There's this mild one, and then there's chaos, chaos 2, extreme, sideways, and then the other ones. Now I'll use sideways and stuff sometimes, but the one I usually use, and that's like 90% of the time, is just chaos. And this is a pretty good effect right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip it, because what you want to do is you want the first part of your effect to look very heavy, because that's the impact on the kill, right? But then the second part, you just want to take it and bring it like halfway up, to like right here, because right after this effect dies out, this shake effect dies out, you want this one to look really soft, like, because you don't want it to be as dramatic, because it's like right after the effect, and you don't want the screen to shake really wildly the entire time. So here's what I'm gonna do. Right here, I'm gonna just, anyways, but like I was saying, guys, you wanna like make sure that the first chaos effect is like right here, and then the second one is like starts right in the halfway point. But at the second one, you want to just come here and mess with this frequency right up here, and you just want to turn it down to about 6.90, 6.90, whatever you want to call it. I just say 6.9 because math. If you don't know, then that's on you. But yeah, and I usually don't mess with the positions, because honestly I think the way they have it is already fine. So basically this is what this looks like. Now it's all about just being creative, honestly, and adding some more effects, because if I just go through effects, like, there's a lot of things you can add, guys, and I just want you guys to keep that in mind, because there are just a lot of things you can add. But that's just how I edit a little clip in a montage, guys. And just keep in mind, there's a lot of things like this chromatic aberration. Like, just check all the effects. You can just double click on these to see. Oh my god, that's so weird. But you can just double click on these little effects to see what they do, because these honestly are pretty cool, and Filmora is pretty cool, guys. So I'm gonna render this up and just show you guys how this looks. All in all, I don't have any music in the back, because I feel like if I taught you guys, if I put music, then I would have to teach you guys how to edit for different vibes, like because all videos, all montages are gonna be different because of the songs, really. And I just didn't want to put a song in and then have to teach you guys how to edit with different songs. But also, guys, with editing, you're gonna want to make sure that you're not copying someone else. Like, I know I'm gonna probably name this video something like how to edit like Flea or BH Woods or Insane, right? But you really can't edit like him, because you're not him, and that's not a bad thing. You're yourself. So you want to just find your ways to be unique and edit like who you are, honestly. And that's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Guys, and I'll see you in the next one.